Hello everyone. Today I'm here to discuss about one of the very precious book I have found. It's Practical Astronomy. It's about 125 years ago. This book has been published and I'm going to talk something related to it. Okay, let's have a look. I have an ebook, I have a printed version also. And one thing is interesting about this book is that it's old. Old school, we know very well about that. And it's available in public domain, so you can get from it. If you want from me, then please follow me in Instagram 01_goodson. The description is there. I have written the description, and follow me, then DM me over there. I can send you the ebook in Instagram, or I can send you the link of it if Instagram will not support any PDF over there. So let's begin our journey with this one. So this is the book. I mean, where's the cover? Okay, I missed the cover here. Anyways, okay, here. And there's a flip mirror. Okay. So this is the book Practical Astronomy by P.S. Messier and F.S. Harlow, and it was published first during 1892. Yeah, this 1892 book here, you can see it here, 1892, but it's flipped, and it was revised during 1915 AD. So 106 years old. This is the revised version, third edition. So this was published by again New York, from John Wiley and Sons Inclusive, and as well as I think from London is Chapman and Hall Limited, 1915. So what do you think about these books then? Well, I'm preferring this one now because look, about 100 years ago we don't have such modern technology now we had during that time, but astronomy was still over there. And like in physics, when you are learning physics, you have to learn classical physics, then modern physics, quantum physics, and so on. There are lots of I'm sorry, physics department, but at least you have to know about classical physics. So similarly, you can refer this book as Classical Astronomy. Not that much classical, but it deals with all the modern equipment. I mean, mechanical part, mostly with the mechanical part than any electronical parts. Like here, I have not read this book all. I am studying now. I mean, I'm reading this book. I'm sure here it is not mentioned about any cameras or facilities that nowadays we use, or like Hubble telescope use. So before beginning and understanding any digital photography, astrophotography, anything about, if you are an amateur astronomer, then this book is really helpful. I've been talking about the contents over here so that you'll know short knowledge about this. What is it about this? Okay, you can learn about sun's table, Earth radius, sun's horizontal parallax, sun's apparent semi-diameter, equation of the equinox in longitude, equation of time. Interesting. So there are more about moon, elements of the lunar orbit, appearance of the moon, and about planets also, the transit, because if you learn this transit, then you can hunt the actual planet. I mean, you'll get some basic thing about the transit and how to observe transit about it. So what about the transit here? Description of the transit instrument, the reticle, the eyepiece, and setting circles. If you are using your telescope manually, yeah, we are using now go-to telescopes. I mean, just put the coordinates and you can find anything. But it's better to learn something basics. What about if there is no electricity, when there is no backup of your battery? You have to use your telescope manually, really manually. I mean, if you are a backyard astronomer, then I'm not talking about observatory now. I'm talking about the simple telescope that is being used in our household activities. So you need to learn these things manually, and here are like adjustment of the transit, to place the wires in the principal focus of the objective, to level the axis, to place the wires at right angles to the rotation axis. So some of the other things are like instrumental constant. Yeah, you need to learn about verniers also. If you are using setting circles, then there are some more interesting things over here. I'm not describing everything here because it will be boring maybe for some of them. But I want to keep it short and sweet because you need to read this book. If I tell everything, then what will you gonna do? Because I'm talking about the book now, not me. So please read this book. And it's freely available. Again, I'm talking that is on public domain, so it's freely available for ebooks. You don't need to purchase this book. It's available in public domain. And you can have hard copy if you want, and maybe some of the digital holders, they are selling these books, you can buy from them also. So let's talk about other topics like equation of the transit in the meridian, determination of instrumental errors, time, like the relation between sidereal and mean solar intervals, to find the time by astronomical observations, the sextant, adjustment of the sextant, errors of the sextant, time by single altitudes, time by equal altitudes, latitude problems. Yeah, these are, I'm just showing the headlines now. The zenith telescope, longitude, and other methods of determining longitude, time of opposition or conjunction, time of meridian, azimuth and solar eclipse, sundials. So now let's say something. What should I pick out? Okay, I would pick out something randomly, anything here from here. It might look a little bit complex, but if you are an astronomer, you can read easily. There are formulas also over here. Okay, it looks like those one, yeah. The zenith telescope. The product is a refractor. Okay, ancient one. Telescope. We wonder where is it. I have sensor telescopes here also, and though it's classic, it's very good to learn from these telescopes. Okay, those sextants are here. I'm sorry I've seen this while using selling the shapes. Okay, some of the pictures I discussed about that. Okay, what might be this one? The zenith telescope. I will be talking about this. You need to have some good mathematics. I mean, high school mathematics can work for this stuff to understand. I'm sure for that. Okay, about the transit, is there anything good written here for you? Is it? It could be. Okay, I'm not explaining this now. Here, it's a little bit complicated to explain directly. Okay, so I'm talking only this much. So the sundials pictures are here, and I'm sure you know about meridian and zenith, eclipse, ecliptic, polar alignment. That's another important thing. Okay, I have not read this, but here is something. Is it like electronics? Okay, we have a circuit here, some electronics part also here. If you have some electronic backgrounds, you can read this chart easily. So I don't know for what purpose this is written here. I told you I have to read. Okay, longitude by the electric telegraph. And you might say that why do we use this now? We have a GPS now on the phone, really. Yeah, okay, but at least it's not thing goes. I mean, when you are registering this book, then at least you can register this. Maybe you may not need to make this equipment to find longitude or latitude over here explain, but at least it's better to know something new. I'm sure most of the people have not known about this one also. Like actually, even I don't know myself also it was here. Sorry, because I have been using GPS all the time. That's why. So I'm so excited to learn something that was 100 years ago. Really, 100 years ago. Then I can imagine like it's not that much old history, but it's still history. You understand that it's still history, and I'm really excited. What else I can do? I want to feel that 100 years ago moment. How those astronomers could find all these things. If you remember about Hubble also, he was not that, advanced technology when he was using his Hubble telescope. Not the space one, the telescope used by Hubble. You have seen a lots of documentary over there. How did he find that about two galaxies were running away from each other? So it's the expansion of universe. How would we know about that thing? That lies here in this book. This were the classical method that leads us to this modern world. I know some people don't want to waste time for these things, just grab it and learn it, but history is history. We can learn lots of things from the history and we can troubleshoot lots of things. If you want to find something new really in this universe, exoplanets, habitable zones, maybe more about dark energy or dark matter, even black holes, anything, this will lead you somewhere because these were the astronomers who used this technology to find lots of things we know today. Really, before, since it is photography is everything, so I'm sure it will get some insights to find out something and to solve some mysteries lying ahead in this whole universe. And here's the ebook here. I can show you the ebook here. So you can contact me via Instagram, then I will send you this book for you. Just follow and DM me because I'm not accepting unknown people over there. There are lots of advertisement and many things, and I usually don't get time to check everything. So if you really want it, then please follow me and send me DM so that I can accept you and I can know you that you are the right person who wanted to contact me and get this book. Otherwise, my emails or DMs are in spam folder or junk folder. I usually never check it. So please follow me and ask me about this book. I'll be glad to help you to share this precious book I had now. And don't worry, why do I prefer printed form and this one? Because I have other books also, but only one iPad I have. But my habit is a little bit different. I want to put 2-3 books together, and sometimes I read, like at once I wanted to read everyone. Like one page a minute for one book and another minute for another and another. Sometimes I've been looking and sourcing, so I want to refer lots of books at once sometime as a referral book. So I've been studying another book also, so I need a printed form. But you can have this one also, and sometimes I prefer books when traveling than this electronic gadget because of battery, internet, everything. Go to read these books, you don't need any batteries, any internet, anything, but at least books are really feasible for me. That's my choice of reading. Very short pages or like tutorials or handouts I need to refer immediately, then I prefer iPad, but for like long term or relaxing and to learn and understand more report, I prefer books. I have other books also that I'll be discussing other videos like practical mathematics. It's also about, I think it's 100 or 150 years, I'm not sure. Probably it's 100 years ago about practical mathematics. I'll be talking about that also in next one because that book is also another precious because we don't need to use calculator like now, but I prefer calculator. But you will understand something about calculation, how to calculate something more conveniently. And the definition of mathematics is talking about in that book also. In next version I'll be talking about practical mathematics, and there are other books that I'm referring. Some of the e-books I got it or I bought it. There are, but they are not in paid version. So some books I'll be talking about that. I, Now I'm talking about astronomy, and I'll be talking more about astronomy more and more. Last video, or in this YouTube, I'm going to upload another video. If you are a viewer from Nepal and you are really interested in astronomy, I'm talking about astronomy, not astrology, Kaggle Vigyan. So I have something interesting video for upcoming. If you want to do about any telescopes or accessories or astrophotography accessories, I have been explaining about that place, and description will be there in that video about those astronomical accessories if you wanted to buy, if you are in Nepal, in Kathmandu especially. I don't know, they might have delivery option or not, I'm not sure about that, but if you are in Nepal, then I will talk about that shop in upcoming videos also. It's already there in my Instagram. I'm just going to put that Instagram video into YouTube so that you can read for if you are really astro lovers and astro fans or astro hobbyists or astro photographer. That will be really helpful for Nepalese people to get those accessories here. Because believe me, I have been waiting for 3-4 months to get my equipment and accessories from the USA or other parts of the world, because they are not available here, and I have to wait a lot, and I'm losing my patience again. So, and I'm happy for those things available here. So okay, I'll be talking more. Just if you want this book again, I'm repeating again that you can follow me on 01_goodson. Descriptions are below in the description section of YouTube. So follow me on Instagram and DM me for these free ebooks. I will be sending you, not the printed one, only the ebooks. Actually, it's a PDF form. It's not like ebooks for like Kindle or anything. It's a PDF form. Any PDF viewer can be used for reading these books. So just ask me that. I'll try to help you to get that book. Let's share our knowledge and read together. Okay, bye, see ya. See you soon in next video. Bye bye. Bye.